Better watch all around here. Better watch all around here. Who thought to put that as a song? It's so funny. Okay, today I decided to get a large because I did not have breakfast. Been a wild morning. I almost said Monday. Everything been wild. Anyways, good morning. I didn't want to leave y'all hanging. The last live was Friday, right? I don't remember. Thank you for the like. And Monday was a no school day. Was good. So I was taking care of my little one. He wasn't feeling well. So we're trying to go to school today. It's only a half day. He'd be doing half day. So I'm like, you're not going to be there super long. This is little people always are getting sick, unfortunately. Around, my husband was reading, it was like between the ages of 4 and 8, they just be getting sick. And like, it really don't matter, like, what, I mean, elderberries, vitamins, and whatever other supplements. You can do your best. But if the other parents ain't doing their best to keep their kids clean, then I don't know, man. That's just why they always are sick. You can go into the doctor and being, you know, getting your shots and whatever. But if everybody else ain't doing it, kind of sucks. Still developing immune system, so he said he was feeling good. Little people are just too cute. He told me a knock knock joke like 2 days ago, and I was telling grandma this yesterday. We were just making up knock knock jokes. And so he's just like, knock knock, and then I was like, who's there? And he's just like, he says his name. And I'm like, Bear who? And then he's just like, Bear, your kid or your child. He was just so cute. His comprehension is just, it's very important how you speak to your kids and how you speak about your kids. And his comprehension is far beyond making these connections and just barely, like, just super young in age, you know what I mean? Making those, like, they're doing like, a family unit, so they're probably learning about the different people in your family, grandma and all that. But how he makes his connections is always very interesting. So what's good, y'all? Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Hey, look, I got a tooth gem. I got a star, a pink star. And then I got, if y'all didn't see, I got my conch piercing. So we trying to heal that. Bro, this is what I mean when I be like, I'm old. Thank you. Thank you. Ribbon and So On is here. Yeah, my birthday was last Thursday. So I can't wait to put a hoop in. I got this hoop. Y'all, this is how I be showing my age. I got this in high school, right? I got this with the GUN. I went to Claire's. And then they did my other lobe like crazy. I already had like, you want one? Hang on. I'm going through my piercings really quick. I got like my lobes when I was a baby, right? And then I think like 14 is when I got this high helix. It's called a helix. And my tooth. And then they did my second lobe just too off to the side. You can see where I'm grabbing it. It's just way too off to the side. So I let that close. And then like probably a year or two later in high school, I was like 14 when I was like looking lopsided, but that's how you got to build your piercings up. Claire's, you can do 2 piercings. So I'm like, I don't want to get just the 2 bottom. I'm like, I really want this one, but they're like, well, you can get another one. So I got like a low. And then I think I let that close up. Then I did my second lobes again myself, and I just let those close up. I don't got tattoos. People always ask me if I got tattoos. I was thinking about it. They said the place that I went to get my piercing, they were like, they start at 200. I'm like, damn. I'm going to tell you my idea though in a sec. So lobes, and then like 14 is when I got those 2 piercings. And then 60, I got my belly button. And then Wasn't whenever I don't even know how old I was. I think I was 20. Then I got like a double nose ring. My nose ring is rings is very subtle because people sometimes they don't be noticing. They're like, oh yeah, because I'm like I got that nice little gold. It's two of them. So for the longest, I had like two hoops, and then I wanted to change it to like a little stud. I don't like them little L-shaped ones. Those hurt. I just like the little pop it in ones. So this one pops in, and so like if I'm sleeping wrong or I wash my face wrong and I knock it out, it hurts. And I've had this, bro, it's been 10 years. I had like this since 10 for 10 years. Swear. The babe, the little baby, swear. And then I finally got a conch. I got a conch at 29. Isn't that crazy? So the tattoo I want to get, I'd have lost track of how many piercings I have, but the tattoo I want to get a parigraha, which means non-attachment. If you look up how, I guess you just got to sound it out. A parigraha. Look how the word is spelled in Sanskrit. I would want that like on my spine, but I know a spine tattoo would hurt. Oh, and then the tooth gem will last for 4 months or something, he said. And then it'll just fall out. Closest thing you can get to a grill though. I've taught a few classes and people are like, what was that shining in your mouth? Oh, I was teaching like seniors, so that was kind of funny. They're like, what was that? And they be having the gold teeth too, so that's like funny. my tooth, my toofuses. We made a trip to Chicago. I don't know if I can show this, but we got a few pens, so I don't have to pack a bowl today. But I was just coming in with the chat. I've been oh, I already showed the pen. I've been resting my wrist. My wrist is sore. So I haven't really made much progress on the frame. I'm hoping that'd be cool, but this waffle is very big and doing it all by hand. I'm hoping to get it done at this point by the end of the month since I've been kind of nursing my wrist. I've been putting like CBD rub on it. What else? I've been wearing like, I have a black wrist brace thing if you've seen that before. I might use that one. I might double up, if you know that Nipsey. Double up with my gray gloves and then put the brace on. I might do that, but yeah. It was chill. Yeah, we went to Chicago. We went to Sparked. We usually go to, what is that place called? I can't think of it. It's like the closest one, like literally right at the border. I can't think of it. Huff and Puff, that's not it, but that's a freaking slot machine game, I think, or whatever. Yeah, thank you. You love my fit, thanks. This is just my I gotta go drop my kid off fit. And I got a long sleeve on. This is what I'm gonna be teaching in. I just sports bra. This is like a long sleeve. And then I got just some pants. And I got my yoga socks on because the floor at this one studio is a little slippery. So I got grippy socks. Sometimes I don't like to take my socks off. So this is an alternative if you go to a class and you don't want to take your socks off, you should get like the foot grippy socks. Because then you can still like, I don't want to be like, you touching your feet, my feet clean. But like, you can still do the yoga stretches and your foot wouldn't be limited in a sock where it doesn't have the individual, holes or glove slots. Yeah, that gas. That's all I'm gonna say. Got it. Got it. All right, one more. Damn. Oh my God. Ooh. Shakira, Shakira. That ass. All right, what's new? Nothing really new. I got new dressers. Yes, the elevation. I don't ever show y'all my bedroom, but we had, if you weren't here last week, we had the most ghettoest dresser. It was this IKEA one. My mojo is so dope. Is that a Kid Cudi reference? Because that's where my mind went super fast. Let me put this away. I had a cancellation, so that's why I'm live today and I'll be live tomorrow. So my schedule's gonna switch again. Schedule stay switching. I'm really excited. This is my second week teaching at the new studio that just opened. If you are local, pull up. See, um, I hope people understand this, but like I don't like bright lights. If you're like me, you like the low dim lit kind of ambience kind of places. It don't gotta be like sensual feeling vibes with the candles and stuff. I'm like, the place was just immaculate. I hadn't been there since like November, and my first day teaching, I teach two back to back. So I teach Tuesdays and Wednesday nights. And I went in there Tuesday night. I was just like for real, bro. Um, they got this dimmer and all of the lights go dim. She was so funny. She's like, it goes dim or it can go like surgical bright is what she called it. And let me put the microphone in. And it can get really bright in there. I'm excited. I can't wait for when um, they decide to put the CPR training back on there because I need to get recertified for that. Um, yoga insurance. What the fuck is good with yoga insurance? I saw a cheaper yoga insurance option, but I also need to have protection of my actual store, my office space. Um, so the products. So then that's why I have to get a slightly different insurance, which is stupid. I don't like that it keeps going up and I don't file any claims or anything like that. What's good? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the live. Like, what's good with yoga insurance and why like they should because they ask too many questions to not understand what type of client you got. That looked like a zombie walking. Oh my goodness. Neighbors looking a little walking dead out there. That looks scary. Cause like I think I can see through the backyard to the street behind the street, you know what I mean? That guy was kind of moving a little slow. It kind of scared me. I've been seeing a lot of weird stuff. There were 10 plus turkeys. Remember I told y'all there's turkeys in my neighborhood. There's 10 plus turkeys. And where did I first see them? We saw them in like the backyard behind the fence. Then them niggas started coming up. Like we had to leave. I think we were leaving to go to grandma's house or something. We had to leave. I'm like telling my son, get in the car. Because there's like one of the slats or whatever and the fence is broken. It's not my house. I rent. Not my problem to fix. One of the slots in the fence is broken. So I'm like, the turkeys, they could walk through. I've seen them walking in our backyard before. Cracking you up. I'm just saying, like, I've been seeing some crazy mess. If you see a turkey fly over your head, that should be scary the first time. Them niggas be as wide as a freaking bald eagle. When they spread wing, and yes, the turkeys do fly. They fly like short distance. I've never seen them flying up in the air like with what's her name, Tweety? I'm joking. I ain't seen them fly like that, but like I saw them, he got lazy. He didn't want to walk down the sidewalk. They will walk down on the sidewalk. These niggas obey laws. What's good? What's good, nigga? Hamilton, have you been in this live before? Are you okay? Are you mentally sound? That's the first question we should ask you. And you can respond if you're mentally sound. Anyway, so we're talking about turkeys. I don't know why you brought that up. See, you don't want me when I got the smoke. You don't want the smoke. I think he left. That's good. These turkeys, if they fly over your head, is scary. I think it's scared like somebody walking down the street that normally don't be over here. They don't know we got turkeys. Like, bro, I think they live in like a little bog, like somewhere in the neighborhood. I'm thinking there's like a park. They might be over there just kind of hanging out. Why are we talking about turkeys? But yeah, it was like 10 of them. 10 of us come marching it through. However, what is that? Talk Up by Drake. 10 of us come moving as one. Them turkeys was moving.
I was gonna show y'all really quick. So, okay, I got these off the TikTok shop. I got some better dressers. That one. What is this nigga on, bro? He's not very well. You can be put in a timeout. We'll put you in a 24-hour timeout. Maybe if you start your own live, then you can talk to yourself or whoever joins. And then this is the other dresser. I built both of those. My son helped me build the second big one, but then I did the longer one while he was at school. And he's like, "Why didn't you wait to do it with me?" I'm like, "I'm trying to get this done, baby." Because then I had to break down. We had an old IKEA dresser. I had to break that down, bro. We had that for a few years. I really don't know how long we've had it, honestly. I was like, "Oh, we're gonna have like a nice uh actual dresser." And stuff started breaking on it. And this was like a 200 plus by itself um dresser. I think it was like 200 plus. It's the 6 drawer one. I need a tissue. I don't got a tissue. I'll be right back. I need to grab a tissue. It's another like weird kind of foggy day. Now, is it foggy, cloudy? We got some crazy fog. Bro, the fog was so crazy. Do y'all remember that movie with the fog? The Mist. See, this is me showing my age. Do y'all remember the movie The Mist? And if not, I need you to do this is now required of the assignment class chat. You need to go look at the movie The Mist. You can just look at the freaking movie trailer cover. That's how it felt. I had to take my son to school. It was like a day or 2 days. It was my birthday too. My birthday was like foggy, kind of foggy or whatever. It was not sunny. But I'm like, how are these niggas speeding, bro? It was such thick fog. Hmm. Yes, yes. You remember. See, because I have black parents. I'm being ugly, but like my parents, my mom, we would go to Walmart. I swear this is like a memory. And she would always be looking for a new movie to buy. So like this is like the stuff I grew up watching. Like when my mom would be doing my hair, she would always put on Godzilla. We'd be watching the Godzilla on the VHS tape. She'd be watching the Marvel movies. We'd be watching those, which I'm sorry, I really wasn't into like action stuff or Marvel. I didn't really read that stuff or watch that stuff. I was a girly girl, okay? But I did have a brother, so I was forced to watch those type of things. What else? We watched like Aliens versus Predators. We'd watch stuff like that. She'd always put it on sci-fi. All right, that's what we got going on. So we're gonna come back to the waffle. I'm going to see if I can do this long side. Is what we call the fog. Yeah. Oh, the Silent Hill morning. Damn. Yes. No. Okay. I was being funny. I think on my birthday it was foggy, and I was talking to Carrie when I had said this. I said, "It's that it's that type of weather outside." The hoa hoa. If you're into Twilight, then you know they're gonna start playing Blue Foundation. I see you out. If you know Twilight, you know what I'm singing. Currency, if you know the rapper Currency, he made a he made a remix to the song Blue Foundation, and I really like that one. I think it's called Hustlers by Currency, and Currency, the S is a dollar sign when you search him up. But I'd be listening to that. I'm probably gonna fuck up the lyrics. It's like got the wide body, Forgiato, some. He was spitting. All right. So low battery. That's lovely. Who the hell is this? Oh, Why is that saved on my phone or iPad? Where am I looking? All right. So we're modifying this image, but we're gonna do this area and I'm gonna just keep it one solid color. This long rectangle, I took out the dripping syrup. We're gonna just do this long area today. All right. All right. Since this hoe wanna say a DEAD, it's like 10% left. Let me charge this. Here we go. Oops. Bro, you wanna know something crazy? I don't think I showed y'all. You know how hard it is to find Florida water? I don't know why. Like it was seemed more prevalent, if that is that the word I'm looking for? More accessible like years ago. And I called like three different like metaphysical shops or crystal shops and I found this one for 15. I don't know if you can see it, but like it's a spiritual cleansing water. Um it does have alcohol in it. What else? But I paid 15. This is the bigger bottle, so it'll last you a while. Um, yeah. So I've been going around different spots of the house to just clean with the Florida water and purify the home. And I don't know if I should get into all of that, but blessing the home because I've been hearing this and pondering that idea that your house is alive and like the concept of that. So that's why you should clean your home and you know prepared for guests and things like that. It was just interesting seeing that perspective. I'm always open to other perspectives of how you look at things. You know, the home, there's other, those are ideas I had heard. I don't know if those resonate with you. But then for me, you know, the home is the representation of your mind. So how chaotic your home may look, it may be something internally chaotic going on, you know? Where is that showing up physically, you know, I guess mentally? What area of your life mentally is that chaoticness showing up? I can only say I do try to keep organized. I guess maybe my craft room may look a little chaotic. I don't know if it does or not. Um, need another light in here. Hang on. But I feel like everything still has a place. Okay, that's a little bit better. We need lights, and it's only 8 in the morning. I didn't prepare anything because I wasn't sure if I was going to be staying home. I need to keep checking my phone too, just to make sure he's doing good because he was a little under the weather. And this is their first day back. They had like a little break. Let me see, because my stuff be on. Okay, I don't want to glitch in. Wait, you never seen that? Or the Florida water? Yeah. So you can go to a metaphysical shop. Um, I think the first time I used it was in a Reiki ceremony, and it was when I was first being attuned. This is the color I'm going to use. When I was first being attuned to, like, I think the first degree, it was either the first or the third degree. Mind you, I got my cert back in 2018, so it's been several years now. But when my master teacher brought out Florida water, it was like blessing the space so that you could be attuned to the Reiki frequency. So, with Reiki healing, there are Reiki is essentially a laying of the hands, right? And walk with me. I'm just explaining how I was introduced to Florida water. But Reiki is the healing of the hands. I grew up in a Christian home, and the pastor would lay his hand over you and pray over you, or something like that. Um, but simply practicing Reiki, you are also laying your hands on somebody, opening both you and that person's aura, the auras up to each other. So now you're making a soul connection, I would say, with your client. You and why Reiki takes a lot of energy and you have to know how to ground yourself. The Reiki practitioner is simply the funnel, just as the pastor's calling on to God for support or for energy, right? You, as the Reiki practitioner, are also calling onto your higher self. So, whether you believe in God or not, to be that channel, you become a channel of healing energy, um, laying your hands over the client. And it can help with ailments, but the recipient needs to be open. What's good? This recipient needs to be open to that healing. If you're not ready to heal, then the Reiki may not work. An interesting case study. Um, Firsthand, my master teacher was talking about. She was a nurse too. Was talking about. I think her daughter was sick, and she would like lay her hands on her daughter. But eventually, she realized that she was looking for the outcome. So that's why it's important, like practicing Reiki to stay for the highest good. So for the best outcome possible and not attaching yourself to a specific outcome. Hope that makes sense. Because then you'll start zapping your own energy and why you may feel tired after a Reiki session. Knowing how to detach yourself from your client and whatever they are dealing with. Because sometimes my clients will tell me, like, hey, this is going on in my life. Or sometimes they don't feel like they want to open up, and that's okay. But knowingly or unknowingly, you need to know how to detach yourself. This is also a practice too, whether you see it or not. As a Reiki, it's like as a Reiki practice, just as an everyday person, you attach yourself to a lot of different energies. And when you sit in traffic, or if you're at a restaurant, whatever public space, you, your soul, your energy is communicating with every living thing in that space. Isn't that crazy? So, whether you protect your energy or not, by the time you head home, see how you're feeling. Oh, I feel exhausted. Maybe you took on somebody else's energy. Somebody else was going through it, and you unknowingly did that. So, you know, whether you're spiritual or not, praying over yourself or protecting yourself in some way, before you go out into the world. It's good. Kind of scary. Yeah. Oh, but I was introduced to Florida water from my master teacher, and we were doing it's like a chant. I can't remember it. It's like peace to the east, something something, where the ground we may ground our feet. And she would put it in her mouth. I don't know if I would do that, and then spit it into the wind, essentially. And we did that to all four directions, to bless the area, the space where we were getting our attunement. But right now, I just want to use it to bless the home. I don't necessarily want to put it in my mouth. Um, I've mimicked it because I was pregnant and I was giving a Reiki teacher training. And obviously, Florida water has alcohol in it. So I did it with water. Like, I would do it with water, like, put Reiki energy or pray over it, however you look at it, into that water. And then you could substitute it for, yeah, the ceremony. All right, I gotta go slow here. This is the border. If anybody is interested in learning Reiki, the origin of Reiki, like all of the history, how to attune yourself, how to give yourself Reiki to lift your spirit, your energy, so you don't feel drained after a long day. You can like use it during meditation. It's a very cool modality to have. Sorry. But massage therapists may use it. My teacher was a nurse, so to help relax the um patient, before a surgery or something, they would do like a Reiki healing. That's how she was using it. I do Reiki myself personally for like appointments with clients and stuff. I do Reiki healing. The client is on a massage table and you go through their seven chakras. Um, there's different hand placements for each chakra, but I also incorporate sound healing. So I have like my singing bowls underneath the massage table. So it's really cool, like hearing the singing bowls being played um, while you're getting Reiki. The teacher trainings, though, are every Sunday in April. It's in person or virtual. You can sign up for it. Um, no, it's not every Sunday. I switched them to Fridays to see if anybody would be interested in a Friday teacher training. So it'd be Friday evenings, I think like 5:30 to 8 in April. That's on the website, ashleecrazyyoga.com. And then 5 Fridays in October. So the teacher trainings will be in April and October this year. Um, and you can learn Reiki from this teacher training. You become certified and you could open up your own practice. I've had students open up their own practice and start taking clients for Reiki healing. Um, what else? Or they just learn it for themselves. It's another skill that they want to have. So they go through the whole training, first degree, second degree, the master degree. And then I added an extra course on sound or crystal integration and sound healing and how you can, I got a notification, how you can incorporate um, crystal work and sound healing, not only using like singing bowls, but tuning forks, tong drums, kalimba, kinshas, whatever you want to use, um, how to incorporate that into a Reiki appointment with like a client or even just yourself, knowing which frequencies help with which chakra you're working on, whether it be for you, or your client. There's also, I always have some books to recommend for you to expand your education and learn more about Reiki, to kind of put you in the right direction. These are the books I should be looking into. And then if you find, there's a million books in this world, and you might start finding some other books. They'd be like, oh, okay. Oh, now I can make the connection. I do give the whole PowerPoint. Once you go through the master level, you receive a copy of the entire training. So then you have the notes if you want to just keep it personally for yourself. Um, or you can kind of start from there with the information you have from the my PowerPoint. And then if you wanted to use that for future trainings, you could. obviously just credit me. Um, or if you want to use this as like a starting point and kind of tweak it to make it your own training, teacher training handbook thing. So that's also a copy you receive. Computer or iPad's trying to sleep on me. I'm gonna turn this. I underestimated how long this was gonna take. So I've been taking extra breaks. What's up? I'm so smart. I appreciate you. It was like this is a lot of proving to myself, but and self exploration and self education. My jacket's going to keep scraping this a little brace I got on. Um, like I said, I grew up in a Christian home. Like I was deep. Like my grandfather was the pastor. I told y'all this. My mom and dad were deacons and deaconesses. I was in the choir. I was an usher. My brother did the soundboard. At one point, my aunt was the choir director. I had to go do choir rehearsal and stuff like that. Yeah, I was deep in Baptist. I grew up in a Baptist home. And learning just to hate people or certain things, I said, well, I want to come to the conclusion myself of why I should hate this. And like the certain beliefs that, shun people, um, or already judgmental, but then also holding up the other truth in that realm of love thy neighbor. How can you love that neighbor, but you hate part of them? That is them, that they believe in. I just think personally, the conclusion that I have come to in that example, um, as long as it's not bothering me, I don't care. I don't care. And it's not bothering nobody else. This person wants to do this with their very important part, their life. I don't care. We are just too nosy. I feel like we have to, where I'm getting at with this, fill in the blanks. Just too nosy about how or trying to parent other people's lives. You shouldn't be doing that. Bro, I really don't care. As long as you're not messing up on the clock, right? I don't care, man. Lock in. And then as soon as you clock out, who cares? Who cares? But the self exploration of allowing myself to come to my own conclusions has been a big thing in my journey, I suppose. I was told this, but why was I told this? Why do they think that is right? That don't make a whole lot of sense. Let me come to that conclusion myself to see, oh, okay. Because don't just ever blindly go through life. You need to come to your own conclusions. And I feel like that makes you a more intelligent person, but also makes you a more empathetic person to be able to relate with people and see other people's perspectives from an open standpoint rather than a judgmental standpoint. And then you'll be able to understand and connect with people a lot easier. Yeah, but you can hear the wind. It is windy out there. I'm still doing the outline, by the way. I just got down. I just went up. I went all the way across, went up a little bit. Now I'm bringing it back all the way the other direction. This is a labor of love, bro. I don't know how long after this frame am I going to take off from punch needling. Because my son wants a rug for his birthday. I need to rest my hand. Come on. Stay the course. Mm, a little close. Mm-mm. Wait. It's getting a little thick over here. I'm trying to adjust. I do need to redesign my business cards though to direct people to Ashlee Crazy Yoga to find my art. So I need to get some things done. I know, honestly, I'm probably just going to use my same old banner. Oof. It's going to have the old website on there, but yeah, might be is what it is type shit. Mm. All right, we kicking it in, y'all. How much brown do I have? I gotta find the rest of this really quick, honestly, because that's a big area. Do I have more? Oh, okay. Yeah, we good. We Gucci. I got enough. Look how much I got. This enough. Yeah, I got enough. Okay. Stretching. Oh my goodness. That's a little far. We almost there. Da, 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 da. What the heck? Just doesn't seem that close. We just need to get this almost there. All right. We have made it, chat. Row 2. Break. That was just the outline. 8:47. What the heck? It literally went from 60 degrees to 39 and raining. What the heck, bro? You can see from here the syrup dripping from the butter dripping down to here. I was thinking to myself, damn, this is a huge area. Little did she know, the whole thing huge. I got the big sections to do. Then I gotta fill in all of these little squares. It's crazy to be needing to take a break. I'm like trying to plan taking a break in the middle of craft season. Usually I try to do one in the winter, but I was kind of just chilling. Kind of. I did a lot of shit in January. I was not chilling. What? I wanted to see if I could use my other hand. I've been trying to become ambidextrous, but look how slow I gotta go. I have to be more mindful, more precise. This would be a perfect opportunity for me to be able to teach beginners because then it shows me I need to go slow. Which I do be going slow. I'm just saying, like, it reminds you this is how it first felt. What if I did get ambidextrous though? I haven't played with that skill enough. I've like done it for a little bit and then stopped. We have to continue making new neural pathways. That's how you get smarter, okay? Because what if, bro, we kick it into high gear? Bro, if I was ambidextrous, bro, I could be over here and I could be over here, bro. That would, yeah, that's some high shit. That would be cool, though. What's your superpower? I can do this. I can make two things at once. That would be super cool. I was working on it one night and here's a knot. I was working on it one night and I was like, just slow down, work with your other hand. You'll still get work done, it just won't be as fast, but you can still make progress. There we go. Naughty. Not nice. All right. Let me check. All right. I know I got a message, but happy Tuesday. We're going to keep the vibes good. If you haven't told yourself an affirmation today, please set the intention for your day. Sorry, that was probably like all in the microphone. But set the intention for the day. I'm gonna have a really good day, bro. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I always call it an adventure. It's gonna be something like really cool that happens today. Whatever. Something really cool, unexpected is gonna happen. I always be thinking that. I'm like, what did anything happen unexpected that one day or yesterday? Nothing I can share. Oh, this about to turn off. But just set the intention. Something really cool or something really unexpected is gonna happen. This second row pretty much entirely. Hold on, we had to reset that. With my left hand. Come on, lift away a little bit. I still can't really get my lines to drag clean. They're getting better. Oh, see, they're getting better, but they're still a little thick. Whew. Next. What's that? What if I lifted it up? I'm gonna put it on my. That's gonna knock some shit over. I already know. I can see it. I seen it. Ring my bell. Deep in my bones, I can feel you. They'll never let me go. Oh yeah, now I'm too fucking far. Something's getting broke tonight. This balanced on my feet, but left-handed. Bro, to train your left hand. Demon cruisers. I know y'all hear that on. What's good? Demon cruisers are out. That sound like a monster. Oh, they out, y'all. They is out. They not playing. What happened to my end? See, like that's like some Houdini mess. I think this is the end. Well, here's another end. I just be cutting. If I get frustrated and it's already like a ball, I just be cutting. What's up? Thank you. We still haven't gotten to the buttons. That's why I'm like, what the heck, bro? I can feel myself slowing down. Right now, I'm working with my left hand, which is not my dominant, but I'm not trying to hit that edge. I have to finish this canvas. I can't just let it sit no more. Physically possible. But this is, I got to remind myself why I give myself grace. This is the largest canvas I ever done by hand. There'll be elements of stuff by hand, but like every single thing here has been hand punched. Okay, it's looking clean. I got like a grip going. So I'm trying to give my right hand a break. I'm coming up on a corner, so I'm gonna just make this quick. It just feels like I'm relearning again how to go up now. We can go up, 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 up. Say, oh yes, that's nice. Mix it all up. I hope y'all know that song. They took it off of Spotify and then they put it back. Mash it all up. yeah, that's nice. That's my favorite part. We can go up, 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 up. I'd be playing that on the max in the house, and it'd be so funny. It'd be like a Saturday or something. Dun, 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 dun. Just really loud. Imagine. Coming across is pretty easy, and actually, this way is easy because I can see where the needle's going to poke. So, less room for error. I can help it. I can actually watch the needle push down. The eye is facing this way. I don't be trying to annoy people. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. I just be getting into it. I really don't be thinking about the like and subscribe, but make sure y'all do that. Then you can see the progress of each piece I be working on. Did you finish? Oh, check the live. Yes, I did. Or sometimes I finish stuff off camera, but I'll definitely show you the final product. This is on my toes, so I'm a little scared. It's gonna slide. I want to get a splinter. I look long. What's on my phone? My phone got a notification. Oh, okay. I got it. I seen it on my iPad. I'm looking for the iPad. iPad right here. It right here. Hmm. I thought I got a new message. Yeah, I'm tripping now. I'm tripping, man. I'm tripping, ho. I'm tripping, man. That's a Lil B song, by the way. I don't think Spotify has all of his other stuff on there, but the Green Flame on the Green Flame album by Lil B. Where my niggas go dumb, I go stupid. it's it's straight up Sean music. My swag like Raymond. Bitch, I look amazing. Whatever he was saying. But like, I don't think Spotify put that on. They don't got a whole lot of Lil B music. And Georgiana. I know some people probably don't like Georgiana. But the song Female Dog by Georgiana, you can only listen to it, or actually without paying for it, on I don't wanna scratch it. I go to YouTube to listen to Female Dog by Georgiana. If you ain't gonna die for, if you ain't gonna ride for a bit, I ain't got love for you. I cannot, I cannot trust a broke. Let's go rack for rack. Oh, you think you hard? Oh, you think you tough? Oh, you got money, not enough. Ask around, call Joe bluff. Alexander Wando. Diamonds on me, they bling blow. She would, she was spitting when she said that part. That's all I'm gonna say. But she took that song off of Spotify, bro. I used to play that. It had that wizard beat. Boom, boom. Chop. Good song though. Alexander Wando. Diamonds on me, they bling blow. Once you hear it, I know you'll like it. It's just going on 9. I was in traffic yesterday because they destroying the freeway over here for the next 7 years. Isn't that crazy? They're gonna be fucking with this shit for 7 whole years. And that's if they do it early. I think they were saying that's crazy. There's no reason for this. I have no idea what the pattern and everything's supposed to be. I just know it's gonna be fucked up. I think they're trying to dig up a graveyard, which also doesn't sound good. Sounds like it's gonna be a haunted freeway. Messing with, you know, that's crazy. But anyway, I was playing hippie sabotage in traffic. I'm sliding. My butt is sliding the stool back. I switched to the right. I didn't even realize it. See? Autopilot. Go straight to the right hand. Let your other hand practice. Okay. Come on. Hold on, hold on. This is lap number 3. Let's get this going. Almost done. Well, with this string, let's try to finish this string up with my left hand. We'll see how that goes. Finish all of this yarn up. We'll see where we're at. I just was thinking about that guy was so mad we were talking about turkeys earlier today in today's live. You mad about a turkey, bro? Are you okay? That was too much gobbledygook. That was too much gobble for my wobble. Come on. What is in the way? What the hell? We're so close. This is starting to look like the color palette for like the cookie coasters I'd be doing. These two browns or tan and brown against each other. Making me hungry. We had to get insomnia cookie like a few days ago. Super good. I already know. Oh, it was too good. I like the macadamia ones and I like the chocolate chip cookie ones. All right. This is the real strength. When it's the last bit in the chamber and I keep my lines short and not wasteful because I don't have any yarn from the top to pull. Did it. I did it. All right. It's on my slippers. I did it. I did it. I did it. I did it. Oh, on my toes are tucked back, but it was on my shoes. I did it. Stage cleared. I'll show you. I'll show you in a second. Stretch. That was all that brown was. I get mad when my yarn is in a knot and I can't find the end, so I'll just start cutting. Touching my back. good stuff. We'll just keep y'all on the tripod. So this is what I've been working on. Literally just trying to fill in this big brown rectangle. That's just 3 rows. Barely. I think I stopped my big old finger at. I stopped right there. It's going on 3 rows. It's literally what I did in about 30 minutes. Well, give me grace because I've been using my left hand. So, but y'all seeing it upside down. Is this better? I don't know if it's gonna slide. Slide to the left. Slide to the show. Hey. Reverse. Hey. Reverse. Ooh. Cause he's all that juice. Loose goose. How long does this go? Okay. I think. Make sure I'm feeling a knot. We're gonna cut you too. See, I don't have time for this. We don't have time. See you later. See, then you want to sit in my lap. You ain't want to be a part of the squad. I'm gonna thread it. Sound like a seagull is out. The seagulls is returning. Woo! That was kind of close. Game faces. All right, let's do this left-handed. I really am thinking, chat, though. What if I was able to punch needle? What if I am? But I mean, like, develop that skill. That would be so crazy to be able to punch needle with both of my hands proficiently. That would be crazy. That sounds like a cool, fun goal to work on. That'd be a challenge. But I am having fun, and that's all that matters. Well, see, he's trying to get in the way. You're getting in the way of what I'm feeling. You better back down before you get smacked down. You better chill. I'm gonna just come up. That's gonna be the extent of my right hand. Bring it up. A little curve. And then we switch back to the left. More practice with the left hand. With the left. With the left. It was my right, but it's a song. With the left. You know who I've been listening to recently? 13 Degrees. That's his name. 13 Degrees. Money talk, money walk, switch it like a hot revolver. Mm-hmm. I'm the problem solver. You know that song. I was listening, like when Spotify, you're out of your playlist, and then it'll start suggesting songs related to your playlist. So it suggested a song by this artist, and I've heard this tag like only one other time. Oh my gosh, this song sucks, or whatever. This song is trash. That's how the song like starts. I don't know the whole tag. We chugging along with the left. Hey, with the left. Hey. I need to stretch. No, no. I now have the urge just to move on to a new project. I have so many ideas that are always floating in my head. I'm like, when can I start this? These canvases, these white canvases in this Hobby Lobby bag, been staring at me, okay? Well, this is something else. See why I say reduce, reuse, recycle. When you shop with me, you are shopping upcycled art, things that I have saved from just going to the trash. And so I save like my scraps from my yarn for like when I'm actually tufting with the tufting gun. Not too much when I'm punch needling because there really isn't a whole lot of scraps, but actual usable ones I'll save. Um, you can see back here, I have my canvases and then I have like my dark gray, like cutting board, I guess you could say. And then those lighter gray standing up right here, those were the inserts for the dresser that I destroyed. I broke it up and threw it in the trash because we got new dressers. I saved these because I'm like, these may be easy to score. I'm like, what knife could I use? I have a rotary blade. A rotary blade, if I can kind of like cut it, then I'll probably be able to sand it kind of good. And I would be able to make wall rugs a lot easier because they would already have this is kind of a hard back. And I think it would be easy to stick in place um, the wall hanging hardware using these inserts. So instead of using a soft back is what I would do for like small rugs, but then they would be prone to rolling up. Now if it was, you know, oh, that would be really cool. I have an idea. Wow. I have a really good idea. What do I say? um, yeah, but I have these drawer inserts that I save, and I think I'll be able to cut them up so I can make fun shaped wall rugs. There'll be more wall rugs to explore. It's really crazy. You just witnessed a download. And I had an idea. Come on. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. There we go. My ankles. We still have all this yarn to go. I think I'm gonna stop after this yarn. What do I need to do today? I was gonna go to the bank. I have to check my to-do list. This is my morning to-do list where I get to my evening stuff. Yikes! Zoinks! This is a lot. This needs to be filled in. Don't play with me. Yeah, I had to go a little Donkey Kong rough with it. There we go. Had an area I needed to go back and fill. That has been taken care of. Hey man, I ain't gonna lie. Kind of feeling it with the left now. Left-handed, okay? We doing stuff. We doing stuff here, okay? We actually making progress with this left hand. I'm doing a little some, okay? We having a little motion, you know. A little bit. Come on. Let's go. It's also about to be like spring. We just had daylight savings. But I want to make some more hats. There's one more hat I know I want to make. Yeah. I need to get a bigger hat maker. I might give my son the hat maker if he wants to, because it's supposed to fit like kids' heads and I guess smaller head adults. But because I have the 40 needle, I need to get the 48 needle. All right. Whew. All right. Stepping over this frame. But I like this progress. I'm feeling good, like I should. We're gonna have hot dogs for lunch. Okay. I'm actually like feeling like really confident in this left. It's a little learning curve. Then your finger placement, once you get that good, this is my left freaking hand. I got the lines. I got neat lines. Every once in a while it gets lumpy, but my lines are getting a lot neater, just as they would look like with my right hand. This is crazy. I think that might be the track though. I'm feeling good, bro. To be able to do two different punch needle things with both of my hands. That would be ultimate brain power. I'm gonna just finish this up and we'll finish the live. Whew. This is my right hand, much faster. We're just gonna finish this line up. I'm almost done. Ooh. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ha! I'm done. My legs hurt. Where did my sweater go? Okay, I don't want to lose that. I'm going to cut my ends. And that's that. What's that? Facts? Hey. That's what me. Got my hands. I don't know what permanent is. They want me gone. Straight for the kicker. No. Word to me now. That's word to my. How come he got away with saying the N word? Sean want to address that. So what's going on with all of that? Y'all got Sean asking these questions. All right. Y'all get to see it first. Preparing the Krabby Patties. Legs. And I have to pee now. How's it coming along? Okay. Looking good. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, stop flipping. Da da dum dum da dum dum da dum dum dum. That dark brown area, that's coming in. Okay. All right, y'all, I gotta go pee. So like and subscribe. I will see you tomorrow, like 8 to 9:30. Bye.